college, I bought my first human skull. Like, that's a big step, right?
That's definitely a thing to have. Welcome to Up, Up, Down, Down. I'm your host, Austin Creed, and today on Superstar Save Point, we have someone who is literally royalty. Someone who is not afraid to bring the axe down upon the back of someone's neck. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Up, Up, Down, Down member Off with your head.
That's me. Not only am I living my dream, I'm living your dream, Austin, as King of the Ring.
This is true. This is true, King. To honor such a royal member of our crew, I wanted to play a game with you called Knights of the Round.
Okay, I'm in.
So that way you could really dive into the medieval aspect. You can be King Arthur and all that stuff. And
you know, my neighbor, Adam, game guy, builds games, amazing, has a round table surrounded by knights in his living room.
What?
Like legit full-size armor knight suits surround the table.
I want that.
Come over. Come
all right.
say hello.
So when we started talking about the fact that you are such a horror buff and you have tons of horror collectibles.
Ooh, I got a sweet new Mars Attacks poster back there. You can't really see
Oh,
it.
I love Mars Attacks. I don't feel like the movie gets enough love.
Dude, it's amazing.
It's what's your favorite horror movie?
So man, it really kind of breaks down to the mood. Because sometimes I'm just in the mood for like cheesy 80s horror, like true, where they got to put the effort into making all of the graphics and
Yeah. Like
props.
some Evil Dead type of stuff?
See, Evil Dead's one of my all-time favorites because
Okay.
of, like, they're building actual props. It's not just computer CGI everything. So I love that like nostalgia of 80s horror movies. Candyman is one of my all-time favorites. I think I have 3 Candyman tattoos. But then like I like stuff that actually scares me, like ghosts actually scare me.
Like Patrick Swayze movie Ghost?
No, not that. That. He's a nice ghost, right? I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever seen that. But like the original Paranormal Activity, dude.
Incredible.
That movie is so good.
What a movie.
And then have you seen Host on Shudder?
Bro, so I saw it the day it came out. I'm so glad we're having this conversation because I've been screaming the praises of Shudder since I found out about it. Found out about it maybe like 2 or 3 months ago.
Really?
And I got it instantly. Oh, there we go. And it was one of the weeks that I was coming down to Orlando for some stuff. And I was like, oh, I gotta figure out something to do. I need something on in the background. Let me put on Shudder. But then Host came up and I was like, well, instead of being in the background, let me watch it like for real and give it some time and see what's up. And that first like 15 minutes where you're like, is this just a Skype call with some friends talking?
Straight up Zoom.
And then Zoom. And then it starts and I was like, this is a movie. This is what a horror movie is supposed to be.
Dude, it's straight up. Okay, so here's the cool thing because I know way too much about that movie. First of all, 57 minutes. Epic.
Yeah.
Right?
Also, if you haven't seen it, we're going to talk spoilers in 3, 2, 1, go.
But here's the cool thing, man, because they were all legit on lockdown where they were filming this movie. So they had to have like the props coordinators and people to set up, like when the chair goes flying across the room, the actors set all that stuff up on their own. They were like walked through it, dude. Like how rad is that?
Insane. So the part that got me, so obviously like, once the chair moved, it was like, oh wait, they're actually gonna do some stuff. That's kind of cool. But then when it got to the and this is big spoilers for real, so if you haven't seen it, like don't be mad. When they go back to the guy getting back on the call,
dude,
and then you see his wife get strung up like over top of the pool. I was like, how are they doing this?
Dude, it's insane. And then like, so I think jump scares are played out. Just my opinion.
Okay.
Because it's, to me, it's just like a cheap pop. Essentially. Like I want to actually be scared. Like I like those tense moments where you kind of don't know what's going down. And they did a good job, like even with like the feet in the attic. Like they didn't jump scare. They just like kind of gave you a taste and then left it be.
They let you know it was there.
But then they even like went back and it wasn't there anymore, and you're like, oh dude, like,
yes,
that's such good quality filmmaking.
Yeah. And it's interesting because it makes me go back to what you said about Paranormal Activity and loving that. Like I know so many people who like horror and they're like, oh, Paranormal Activity, blah blah blah. But it's like, no, that like I get the genre is well known now and is like used a good bit, so you know what you're getting when you see it. But at that point in time, like for me at least, I hadn't seen a horror movie that had jumped into the situation in that kind of manner. And it legit freaked me out to the point where I went and woke my best friend up out of her bed and drug her to the movies and was like, you're seeing this movie right now.
Dude, right? Even in the like I saw it in the theater.
Yeah.
And I got lucky because it was a pretty empty theater, and it was still scary in a movie theater.
Yeah.
Like now, I think it's always scarier like when you're in your house and it's dark and you have the volume up way too loud.
Yeah. Depending, well, because I feel like, what was the movie? Is it I can't. It's not Last House on the Left.
That movie's crazy scary. It's just intense.
Is that the one where the dude's at home and the people keep trying to come into his house?
No, that's Strangers.
Strangers. So like a movie like Strangers is much scarier to me at home and way less scary to me at the movie theater.
Dude, so Strangers, I went to college in a super small town. So like there's just houses out in the middle of nowhere. And forever after watching Strangers, I was like, why would you ever live in a house where no one can hear you?
Exactly.
Like you got no neighbor to be like, yo, dude, help me. Like the nearest
10 miles away.
14-mile car ride. Yeah.
It's too much. That's how I felt about Blair Witch when I saw it, though. I already didn't like the woods, really, but after that, I was like, I'm definitely not going anywhere near trees. Dude, multiple trees. You got more than 3 trees? I'm out.
Same thing with like, dude, where I went to school. It was a small town. Our basement looked like that last scene where you actually, the girls in the corner. Like, that was our basement.
No. Where'd you go to school?
Northwest Missouri State.
Okay.
But yeah, dude, it was super sketchy.
I
wouldn't even go down and get the frozen pizzas out of the fridge for like a month. Because like we had like a crumbled down like rock wall in the basement, and then like a really sketchy dark crawl space.
That's asking for bad things.
I made my roommate, I was like, yo dude, go get that pizza downstairs, I'll cook it.
Look, well, no, you go get it. No, I bought it.
Yeah, dude, it's so funny. We also went out to like we had a haunted cemetery out there too, which was super sketchy. Yeah. So it's called Workman's Chapel, where I went to college, and a lot of bad stuff way back when happened there, and it's an old church in the middle of a cemetery, but all that's left is basically the 4 walls and the roof. There's no front door you can go in, like, you know where like a preacher stands, like that little podium?
The pulpit?
There's like a super deep hole in the ground right there where it used to be. Like when someone's telling you like, hey, here's the warnings, don't do this, and then you do it, you kind of deserve what you got coming.
100%. 100%.
Like they're like, hey, don't play around, and she tells a fake story. You just open the door, lady.
Yep. Because now you just said, hey, anybody wants to come hang out, come through. It's all good. Nah. Have you always been a horror movie guy, or is it something that you came into like when you were in college?
I have been, and it all stems from when my neighbor's dad showed us Freddy Krueger when I was probably, I gotta say, I was like 6.
Yes.
Like I was young, and then I just fell in love with him then as a kid.
Freddy's scary too, because Freddy gets you when you go to sleep.
Super sketchy.
You think the day is done, and then you go to sleep, and then Freddy shows up? No.
And I think I passed that gene on to my daughter, because I have, when they're about 4 feet from me, like really, really good action figures, but they're the horror. Like I've got Freddy, Michael, and Jason right there next to me. But they're like the super fancy ones. And my daughter comes up here and gets them and carries them around the house. And then she takes like Jason's mask off, and she's playing with Freddy's hands.
She's like, oh, look, a claw.
So I'm hoping she likes them too, because I can use a little horror buddy.
So with your collectibles, your toys and stuff. So the way we started this is me figuring out that you had like Shrunken Heads, I think it was.
Yeah.
Can you talk about like the stuff you have in your horror collection? Because I feel like people don't. I mean, obviously those who like follow you hardcore understand your love for horror, but somebody who just sees you on TV as King Corbin, you go, oh, but I also have Shrunken Heads and this like Freddy Claw and all of this Mars Attack stuff. Like, can you go into that stuff?
Yeah, man, for sure. So I started like, I used to be really scared of like the doctor and dentist when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. And so I started collecting things that kind of scared me. And so I started like old medical equipment and old dental equipment. And like, dude, I've got some cool stuff. I've got like a trephine, what they used to like drill holes in your skull in the old days.
What?
I've got lobotomy kits. I'm looking at some of my stuff over there on the shelf right now.
Where were you getting this as a kid?
So I was getting some of it, like my dad would help me kind of find some of it, like if I wanted something. But there was an old like antique shop, and we could get some cool like old dentist equipment there and stuff like that. And then as I got older and you realize how much really cool stuff's out there. Like in college, I bought my first human skull. Like, that's a big step, right?
That's definitely a thing to have.
Yeah, and at that point too, like I had bone saws and like, I don't know, the old like medical world was so like barbaric and super creepy.
Yeah.
And so I always thought like, man, if I bought the stuff and had it around, it wouldn't freak me out as much, but it still does.
I was gonna say, so like, is that a thing that you came to as a kid? Like, hey, well, maybe I can overcome my fear by having this stuff around me at all times? Or did someone?
That was like the plan, but it didn't work out real well.
And then you became a pro wrestler.
Yeah, but sounds right. No, and I've got, I've got a degree in psychology, a degree in sociology. So like so I got the human skulls. I've got serial killer memorabilia. I guess it's called murderabilia, which is super weird to people.
Yeah. It's definitely a matter of making an attempt to understand behavior.
For sure.
That's what psychology and sociology is. Sociology is psychology in groups. So having something like this and having an interest in trying to learn about it, just for people that, again, aren't sure about these kinds of things, I feel like having a vested interest in the mind of how certain people work is definitely the main way to figure out how to make sure that people get the help that they need if they seem to be going down that same path.
Yes, exactly. Because there are like attributes to, when you go over serial killer stuff, there are attributes that they exhibit when they're kids. I mean, I worked in a juvenile detention center, and you'd get kids in our like extreme unit that you're like going like, man, they already like are exhibiting 3 attributes, and you're going, okay, well, how do we try to help or fix or make better, or like what can we do? Oh,
exactly.
Crap,
it's about helping somebody get better.
Yeah, for sure. But then like my Shrunken Heads and stuff, like it's weird they shrunk an actual human's head, but to
Insane.
me, again, it's educational to an extent, like, because that's how the tribes, and like mine's from Ecuador.
Yeah.
In like South America, they did it a lot over there, and it's not like I'm going, man, I really want a bear skin rug, so I'm gonna go kill a bear. Like, this is already there. This thing's, my Shrunken Heads are 60 years old, 70 years old. Maybe even way more than that. I think my one's in 1940s. So it's pretty wild, like the stuff that you can get. It's also pretty dark. Like, however, I found a woman that will, like when I met my wife, she came up to Orlando and like walked into an apartment filled with skulls and
I was gonna say, like, how does that work out?
And she stayed.
You're like, this is the one. This is the one.
Yeah, because normally you'd be like, dude, you'd see that, you should be running the other way.
Yeah. What is the response like?
I mean,
Oh, that's nice.
Sometimes they try to ignore it, but it's funny. Like someone comes in, you clearly see that they see it,
Yeah.
but they like don't acknowledge it. Like maybe if I don't acknowledge it, it won't be there.
just close my eyes and disappear. So what have you been doing? I know obviously horror, we dig into that. But another thing that I think is extremely interesting about you that I didn't know until I'd say like the last year and a half or so is your love of cooking on a grill.
Oh, baby.
And you're like really good at it.
Yeah, so like here's the pandemic, right? We look at this pandemic and we see a lot of bad because there is a lot of bad that comes with it. But I think it's made a lot of people step back and either think about the things they're doing in life and make changes that they want to make change. Like it's giving people an opportunity to kind of reset. And it's also helping people become creative. And I think, especially for me, like with this pandemic, like I'm going, man, I'm really going to invest a lot more time into kind of sharing the cooking because I've always done it. My dad, taught me how to start smoking ribs when I was 10 years old, and now I'm like, okay, cool. Like I want to make something out of it. And having this time at home has allowed me kind of to try to go, how can I make this creative? How can I make this something? How can I entertain people with it? And so that's what I've kind of done with it. But I think for a lot of people, like you see a lot of people have picked up either cooking or they've picked up painting or whatever it is. Like that's one thing this pandemic has allowed for people is like have time with family and step back and take a breath and try to kind of like create, I guess.
Definitely. It's definitely been cool seeing you branching out more in that aspect. Because like I said, the stuff that you are posting is like the most delectable grilled delicacies that I've seen a man make.
It's so funny too, because you watch them like a video or see a picture and the video is a minute or 3 minutes. And it's like, dude, so Wednesday I did a brisket. My wife wanted brisket. I mean, I got up, I was up at 6 a.m. to start the grill. And I run an offset, which is an all wood grill. So no propane, no gas, no charcoal, nothing. I start a little fire with a piece of charcoal or wood, and then it's all wood because I don't want the charcoal taste or anything. And it's called an offset because it's got a firebox on one side, and then you have
a firebox.
A firebox is where you build your fire.
Okay.
Legit in the left side of it. So it's 3 pieces. The left little box is a firebox, and then it has a little channel that it goes through to like a main grill, where I've got 2 racks, and it's like the big tube looking thing, looks like a 50-gallon drum,
Okay.
And then there's another little vent through that goes into a stack that looks at the top of a choo-choo train, like it's a square stack with a vent. And so no fire ever touches the food. It's only smoke and heat.
It sounds like a beautiful creation.
It is. and they're probably the hardest grills to work with.
Is that why you got it? Because you wanted to be like the master? Or
yeah, I feel like, so I have a green egg, which I'm an anti-Traeger guy. A lot of people use Traegers, especially a lot of people in WWE. I'm anti-Traeger because to me that's just an oven and it doesn't require any effort. You take the meat, you put it on, you set the temperature, and you pour wood pellets in. Like, to me, that's not hard.
It's more. It's something for a guy like me, who I'm not super well versed in the grilling world. So, but this I can still get that grilled thing.
It makes amazing food. It really does, and it's good for people who don't have a lot of time.
Yeah.
Because you could set it in there and leave. You could go run your errands.
Like a Showtime. You remember the Showtime cooker? Set it and forget it.
Yeah, basically. so with that, I got a green egg instead. So I learned to really master my smoking on a green egg. And then I was like, man, I'm just kind of outgrowing it. Mm-hmm. And then I was talking to a friend of mine, Jess. She owns Hardcore Carnivore. She's probably one of the top females in the world of meat that there is. She's not a competition barbecuer, but her like knowledge of meat is out of this world. And she does like all kinds of stuff. So I was like, what can I move to? And she's like, well, here's some middle stuff. And I was like, no, what's the top? And she's like, well, an offset smoker would be the hardest thing, and it has a big learning curve. And I was like, let's do it. So that's what I got. And it does level up your food big time, but it's so much work. So that brisket I did, I put the brisket on at 7 a.m. and about every 40 to 45 minutes, I'm having to go out there, spritz it with some apple cider vinegar and water, and add a certain size piece of wood. Like I'm out there with an axe chopping wood in my backyard as I'm cooking.
Sir, what? Excuse me?
Yeah. Because the logs are too big, and I'm trying to keep the temperature. So that's where like this is where it requires skill. Is like I want to cook this brisket at 250 degrees for 14 to 16 hours, right? So you've got a fire going, and if you put too big of a piece of wood in there, it's going to get too hot. If you put too small, it's not going to get hot enough. So you buy these chunks of wood that are cured for smoking because you don't want any like parasites or anything in there, like on the wood, and you want it to be dry. And I used hickory wood, and so I'm out there having to chop with an axe these pieces of wood, and every 30 to 45 minutes put a little one on, or sometimes I had to put 2 or 3 or whatever it was. But so you got to kind of learn, because you don't want temperature spikes because that'll tighten your meat. You don't want it dropping too much in temperature because then it's going to take even longer. So it's an all-day affair to do some of these things. And I don't do briskets all the time because a lot of stuff will take less time.
Oh no!
Dude, he just smashed you. Oh, now he's
dude.
Me. And I also, like, what I don't put out all the time, I'm also a baker, dude.
What?
I bake
What are you
cakes
baking?
all the time. When I make
steaks and
everybody's
cakes.
birthday cakes, and yeah, dude. Homemade cookies, make pancakes from scratch for my daughter.
So when do we get a steak cake?
That might be interesting.
I would eat that. I'd eat the hell out of a steak cake.
I feel like I should do that now. I answered
Yes.
on Twitter yesterday, like Food Network was like, what kind of cake would you make a vampire? And I was like, ooh, a blood and bourbon bundt cake. And I was like, and then I started thinking, I go, ooh, how would I actually make that? Like, now my goal is to make a blood and bourbon bundt cake.
Yes. Oh, what would be dope is if you made the meal that you think said horror villain would enjoy. So like, what would Jason eat? And you make a meal that pertains to Jason.
I'm down with that.
As long as I can come over and eat,
Man,
I'll help film.
Anytime. I'll let you pick what you want. You can pick the horror villain.
Oh my
Or
God.
the video game meal, like we talked about that one.
Oh, yes. Yes. I was asking Corbin if he could make food from Monster Hunter, but it's just the most gorgeous food I've ever seen in a video game. So we'll get some good video game meals and send them to King Corbin, and we'll see if something pops off.
Yeah,
Someone
we'll
catches his eye.
Sure. I got the giant turkey legs and stuff. That'd be awesome.
I haven't had a giant turkey leg in forever, because that was like a theme park thing. It's like, oh, the memories.
Right? One of the next things I'm making is lollipop drumsticks. So I'm going to take all the chicken drumsticks and make them into, like, they're called lollipops just because you pull the meat down so it's just on the bone like a lollipop.
Ah.
They're going to be good.
God.
Oh, I also picked up mountain biking during this.
Oh, yeah. You're telling me you're having some falls?
Oh, they're hilarious. Because they're all like super slow crashes. Like the ones like, when you're like tripping and you're going down, but you're trying to save it.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm doing on a mountain bike. Like I'll hit the littlest rock just wrong because I'm being lazy or something. And it's the slowest fall of all time, but I can't stop it.
And what are you filming with, like, your GoPro while you ride?
Yeah, I got that new GoPro 9. What?
I don't think
Got
people
a front screen.
realize like how much stuff you do that you're filming and like trying to like make content out of.
Right? Full-time job just making content.
where can people find a lot of this content? Is it on your Instagram or anything?
Instagram, like we're trying to make that million push. I'm at 990,000. But yeah, a lot of it goes on to my Instagram, and then I started a secondary page, Ignorant Gentleman, and that's predominantly my cooking, and I collect bourbon, and I collect rum and stuff like that, and collect vintage wine, and it all goes on to my Ignorant Gentleman page.
And that's linked with your clothing line, right?
So Liars Club, yeah. Okay. Liars Club is my t-shirt line, which is relaunching this week. We had to find a new distributor. Things are tough during this time, so had to make some changes, some adjustments, and we're relaunching it this week, so I'm excited.
Nice. So y'all, if you need to get some of these good clothes, go check them out.
Yeah, our t-shirt game is on point.
What's the website?
LiarsClub.com. Or you can go to the Liars Club Instagram page.
And what's the Ignorant Gentleman Instagram page?
It's ignorant_gentleman.
Just crushing it.
Come on, too, because we try to keep it a fun, positive Instagram.
Got to, right?
The social media world can be real negative sometimes.
It can, and
You don't want to pick up this?
No, because it hits everybody.
Oh, you're waiting.
So we can get this one. Boom, and we drop them. Cake.
I was trying to get the points because I'm way behind you on points.
Yeah, the points will level you up. So I'm trying to kill guys and then leave the treasure there so you can get your armor back. And then we'll be good. We got some fun stuff.
I like hanging out.
I do too. I do. It's good to hang with you, Corbs.
It's so much better than that left right channel.
See, this is a man who understands.
And you're extremely driven, and you're always continuing to create content and create things and make things. And I think that's the difference a lot of times in people that are successful is they're never satisfied, which could also be a sickness, I guess.
It definitely is, 100%. 100%.
But a lot of people, find success in one thing and then they're content. How do you have so many more points than me?
Because I have, you let your continues run out, so you got a full game over, so it reset you. That's it. Here, you take them.
You haven't died that many times?
No, I just keep putting in coins. That's what when I looked, it was too late for me to explain it. And I was like, oh no, he's gonna start over.
I just dropped some more coins in. So
all right. Well, this is the last guy we're gonna fight. So I'm gonna let you get your one-on-one king battle against the samurai.
I know he's got you, dude. What? Give me my 8,000 points.
And leveled.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So to recap this fantastic episode, so this man cooks.
I cook.
Kills it on the grill. Yes. This man loves horror and collects all
creepy
types
things.
Of
Here,
horror.
During this recap, hold on, I'm showing you some stuff.
We might have to keep playing. It's the last stage. It's the last stage.
Okay, hold on.
Okay. Yeah, we can't end when the last stage is here.
Creepy serial killer painting.
Whoa.
Robert Padilla. And a human skull.
Oh my God. Here, we're gonna play this stage because this is the last stage, so we'll do the last stage too. What is that?
It's a old, very, very old secret society Oddfellows mask.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Super weird, right?
I don't know how I feel about that.
But I can see you clear as day.
I know you can. I don't think I like that at all.
This is like 50 years old.
Nope.
Maybe more.
I'm not gonna look at you.
Just look at me.
Nope.
I'm gonna wear this to your house.
No, God, no. I will not let you in. I will not.
They'd be like, sir, your security gate or something. They're gonna be like, sir, we have a King Corbin here. Yeah, reject that entry, please.
Yeah. What's he wearing on his face? Oh, some sort of strange whisker mask. Oh, no. I'm good. But he said he's got some sort of brisket for you too.
Tell him to leave it on the door.
Yeah, leave it at the front. Yeah, we're gonna end it, but this is the last stage, and so if we can beat this game, we're gonna beat this game.
Let's do it. That's what we do.
Do you feel any kind of way playing as King Arthur, seeing as you yourself are a king?
I mean, it makes me want to put on battle armor and go out. I mean, maybe I'll go fight the neighbor's kids. My buddy, his kids sword fight in the front yard all the time.
What?
Yeah.
Like with like.
That's how they settle their differences.
Sword fight or like PVC pipe covered in like pillows?
No, like they have like swords. They're not pillows, but they're not real swords.
Okay.
His kids are like 4 and 6.
Yeah, that's where the confusion was coming.
I mean, fair point.
Well, because
some of our conversations, like when I text him, I was like, "Hey, do you have a small sword for my daughter?" And he's like, "I have this one, and this one." And I'm like, "All right, I'll be down in a minute."
See, I asked if it was like PVC pipe because we would take PVC pipe and we would wrap it in duct tape. Like we'd wrap something soft around it and then wrap that in duct tape and do that like 3 or 4 times. And those would be our swords that we would like play fight with.
Oh yeah.
They were soft enough to hit each other with, and it was
fine.
Yeah,
but someone always got mad and took the padding off, and then they're swinging a PVC pipe.
Oh, 100%. Extremely dangerous.
And that hurts
I do not recommend.
bad.
I do not recommend. Any children watching this, do not do this.
Don't.
Please. It's terrible, terrible ideas.
But it always happens.
Yeah.
Someone always gets mad.
I want to win this time. Well, then you better hit me. And it's like, oh, well, fine. You want me to hit you? I'll hit you. It's like, oh, man.
If you haven't thrown a temper tantrum and taken the padding off your fake sword and gone after somebody, you haven't lived.
That's what I always try to say. Like now, it's like, okay, yeah, 90s was different. We were doing things. But
it's so different.
One thing I fully believe in: sock and boppers.
Oh yeah,
100%.
Yep.
You want to
Except for the head snap you get on somebody when you hit them with that big old thing. Like you're like, oh, their rock'em sobbing robot head just popped off.
Well, that's why you got to keep your hands up.
But as kids, you were crazy with those things too. Same as like, I don't know if you ever. I grew up in Kansas, and like my street had a lot of kids on it, but the kids down the street were older. And then when it would snow, we'd have like blocked snowball fights, right? The older kids would always whoop us pretty good. So then us throwing temper tantrums would go in and freeze some snowballs. Now we're throwing ice balls at people. It's just what happens.
It's ice balls. That's too much. It's too much.
The
worst that we had was, and it wasn't even bad. There was a guy who lived in the neighborhood, a grown man. He didn't have kids. But whenever there was something like crazy with the kids going on, he'd always super participate. So like Halloween, he dressed as like a scarecrow in his front lawn. Amazing. And us having no idea, when we wanted to get candy, he'd jump off and chase us. And it was hilarious.
So good.
So I remember one day it snowed, and it was like the first time that I'd ever seen snow, because I came from California and I hadn't seen it. And so it was like, I think the blizzard in '96 in Georgia. And so all the kids get together, we're outside and we're walking down the street, and we see that his grass has no snow in it, but there's a huge mound in the middle of the yard. And as we walk towards it, we're like, what? He pops out from behind this mound and has like a gang of snowballs, and he's obliterating us.
That's amazing.
I'm like 8 at the time, and he's cackling, laughing. And I remember thinking like, my God, when I'm an adult, that's what I want to be like.
Same. I wanted to like, and that's, you know, Halloween and trick-or-treating is not the same as it was in the 90s.
Yeah.
Like I always wanted to like literally make my front yard a horror yard.
Yes.
Like I want to come flying out of my house with a chainsaw.
Yes. After
the neighborhood kids, and you just can't do it anymore.
And when we say chainsaw, we mean no chain, no blades, just the noise.
You'll never know.
Well,
you ever be at the haunted house as a kid and dudes are chasing the chainsaws and you're like, I saw a blade on it.
Yes.
I saw it had a chain. Or you're
totally.
like, or they come at you and you're like, that doesn't have a chain. And then they like somehow have a space in the wall. They do it and you're like, it's got a chain.
Yep.
Dude, I had to get stitches after leaving a haunted house.
What did you do?
Well, a dude was chasing me with a chainsaw, which is the scariest thing in the world as a kid.
Yes. As an adult too.
Like there's a path you're supposed to follow, but of course I panic and take off running through the middle of the thing.
Of course, why would you not?
And I tripped over something and just cut my leg open and had to get stitches.
My God.
Totally worth it. I was terrified. And I'll tell you, I can even remember that was called Silo X. That was the haunted house. And it legit was in the middle of a giant field, and they built it like a castle wall around it.
Oh.
It was awesome. Terrifying.
That's like, do you remember the one that where you had to sign a waiver because they could like lock you in a mini fridge and cover you in like pig's blood or something like that?
Yeah, hard pass on that. There's still a few of those. They're like extreme haunted houses.
Yeah, I can't do
grab a
that.
hold of me, I'm biting you. Like
we're fighting.
We're not getting that far.
You touch me, I'm in danger.
Yeah.
The story has changed now.
Stranger danger, baby.
Yes, this is no longer fun.
Like, we're gonna duct tape you and throw you in here. No, you're not.
No, this is not for me. I'm like, wait, you're I'm gonna pay for this? No. Do you if that's for you?
I watched a video on YouTube or whatever of it, extreme haunted houses, and it's legit just like torture, dude. Like,
it can't.
It takes 6 hours to get through. Yeah, I'm good.
I got stuff to do today.
Fun. I got
he said I got too many irons in the fire to be sitting around for 6 hours in a mini fridge.
Yeah, weirdly, it only takes you like 12 minutes to walk through it, but you're tied up and locked in a mini fridge for 5 hours. What if I have to pee?
Yeah. Well, there you go. You sign the papers, like, nope, I'm out. I'm out. But I do, so one thing, so since we're talking horror and things that are weird,
we've got a lot of weird stuff. I'm a weird dude.
We have, and that's why I like you. The thing that I'm probably gonna miss very much, and it hasn't hit me yet, but it's going to once it's October, is going to Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah. Although, dude, I haven't been in like 2 years because no, and here's the reason, and I'm jaded, but I don't like being shuffled through like cattle in the haunted house. Like, I don't want someone in front of me or behind me. Like, that's where I want to be. But it's the times I've went, it was just like a legit line of people. So I saw the dude 5 people ahead of me jump out. Like,
yeah, I could see that.
Fun out of it for me.
Yeah.
But props to them because the stuff they do is incredible.
Yeah, so what was it, like 2 years ago when they did The Purge, I think? And so like as you just walk around the park, that's my favorite thing. Like the haunted houses are freaking awesome, but I love just walking around the park because as you enter different areas, then different stuff pops out to scare you. And The Purge might be my favorite storytelling universe because you can go 19 million directions with it.
Yeah.
I love the fact that at the end of each movie or near the end of each movie, you start to get a little bit more information. Because in the first one, you just think, okay, this would be like a one-off. It's like senseless violence. Okay, whatever. Yeah. The movie was fine. It was good. And then when you get to the end of it, they explain a little bit. It's like
method to it all.
Yeah, it's like, wait, this is the government? Oh my God, this is good. This is really good.
And like even how, spoiler alert, I guess, but
yeah,
when they have the government actually starting the stuff because the people weren't.
It's wild.
So
yeah, if you haven't seen it, there's like within like 5 or 6 years. No, so I was waiting until it was all finished to watch it, and then I do that, and then I forget to watch it, and then season 2 came out, and I was like, oh, I'll wait till season 2 is done. And then I forgot to watch it, so I'm actually really glad that you said that because I can put it on my list and watch it.
You know what you should put on your list? Ratchet, Nurse Ratched. It's on Netflix.
What is that?
It's good. You never heard of Nurse Ratched before?
I feel like did it just come out recently?
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like I saw it because I was going to watch Away. If you haven't seen that,
I highly recommend it.
It's so good, Mike. That is a TV show. That's a TV show.
Okay, I'm gonna finish Ratchet, and then there's a show on Hulu with Chris Rock that I want to watch next.
Is that the one where it's like, I saw an ad for it? Is it Gangsters?
I can't remember now because I can't remember, but it's based in Kansas City.
Oh, it's Fargo. It's Fargo.
Fargo, yeah.
It's Fargo. Yeah.
So I want to watch that.
You know he's directing the new Saw stuff?
No.
He's either directing or he's producing, but he's in it. And so he's revamping Saw, and it's called Jigsaw, I think.
Okay.
But it's to expand on the series, and so
I like the original Saw. Then it became a little trivial, but
yeah.
So I'm not a huge like just gore for gore kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I like some twisted movies.
I am. Hostel is my jam.
Oh, Hostel's one of my favorites of all time.
That's gore for no reason,
dude. But not really. I think that one. Like, have you seen Terrifier?
No.
Okay, go down that road.
All right.
Talk to me. Ooh, give me my goblet.
Hey, you mean no peace? There you go.
We beat the game, dude.
Yes, you have become the rightful king.
I will dub you, I don't know, the hand of the king.
I'll take it. Well, Corbin, thank you so
Yes.
much for your time in the Superstar Save Point. We have beaten Knights of the Round with King Corbin himself. Off with your head.
That's me.
Lastly,
Hey, how fitting of a game name to now be a king and it's off with your head.
exactly. See, it all came full circle. It all came full circle. You spoke your future into existence.
I did. It's been my gaming name since I was like 12.
Just to wrap things up, all the things that we touched on, can you give all the socials for all of your stuff and everything that's coming up?
Yes, if my head doesn't explode. So you can check me out on Twitter and Instagram at Baron Corbin WWE. You can check out my Ignorant Gentleman, which is my cooking and collecting booze at ignorant_gentleman. And then we have Liars Club at Liars Club on Instagram and liarsclub.com. Ignorantgentleman.com is coming soon. And then you can check me out on my favorite channel, Up Up Down Down, not left right, left right.
There it is. There he is. Ladies and gentlemen, off with your head. Make sure you're following him, keeping up with him, because he's doing a lot of things. You can at least keep up with one.
Yes,
And
come on.
one of the most important things is make sure you're following him on Instagram. Get him to a million. Get him to a
Million. It's not too much. That's only 10,000 more people.
Yeah, come on. Help him out. 10,000 people are going to watch this at least.
And I'll show up. We get 10,000 more people, all from Up Up Down Down people and Austin Creed people. I will wear my Oddfellows mask over to Creed's house,
I don't like it.
but I won't tell him
like
until
it.
I get there.
I don't like it at all. Also, you just said that. So if you don't abide by it, they're going to be mad at you.
I will 100% abide by that. Your house before.
Please don't.
Fantastic.
Please don't. God. All right. Well, thank you for being on. We appreciate your time. And everybody that's watching this, make sure you tell your friends how great this was.
How weird Corbin is.
Exactly. Exactly. You know what? Use your phone, screen record a little piece of it, put it on Twitter, put it on Instagram, whatever. Make sure you're sharing,
Do
text
it.
it to a buddy. Say, what? He's got shrunken heads? My word.
I do. They're downstairs in the case. Otherwise, I would have shown them to you.
Exactly. See this? So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this. And make sure you always and forever keep it tight. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-